Hello once again, and thank you for joining me today. I am your host, Art Gandera, and welcome to Financial Peace and Strength. Welcome to these financial education podcasts. So glad you could join us, and let's get right into the subject matter. Today, I want to share with you 12 preventive principles to avoid debt. Almost like the medicine you want to get ahead of time, almost like, man, if I only knew about this before. So I want you to grasp these. These are basic money management principles. Maybe you say, hey, I'm already doing these. Great. Tighten up the bolts. Every expert mechanic is always tightening up the bolts, are very precise with detail. So I'm convinced you're going to get a lot out of this. So let's get right into it. Number one, have a budget for your home and your personal expenses. Again, these are 12 principles, and that's the foundational one. You want to have allocated what you're going to be spending throughout your week, throughout your month. And sometimes I get it that there's an urge like, man, I just want to have this. I want to have that. Well, prepare and plan ahead instead of being emotional about it as far as compulsive buying. So you want to have your budget for your home well established and live by it. If you're a single person, it's very, very easy. It's a little more challenging when you've got a spouse, you got kids, because you got to start playing your no with the others because it's not just yourself. Whatever you make, you split your earnings, and some goes to the others. So, but that's number one. Number two, you want to track your expenses and save your receipts. Try it for 1 month. Whatever you spend, and every time you use your debit card, keep that receipt. Every time you use your cash, keep that receipt. And then be throwing those every day on an envelope. Maybe you're like, hey man, I forgot my envelope. Fine. Put them in your wallet. When you get to your home, open that drawer and then put them in your envelope. And then see what you did between June 1st and then the end of June. Then add them all up and do an analysis of your spending. You're going to be surprised. Like, wow, I think I can trim here. I can trim there. It'll be very beneficial. Number three, make a distinction between impulsive wants and true life needs. Many of us who are parents, who've got kids or grandkids, for years and years or decades, like in my case, we've been telling our kids or the grandkids, no, 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 no. Because they're so quick to, can I have this? Can I have that? And so you've got to be able to distinguish the difference between a life basic need and just a want. When the little kid is adamant, I want it, I want it, I want this toy, I want this candy. I mean, life's not about being capricious. Life is about living in a very wise way. And you'll be surprised how our life's needs are just so easily met. So make that distinction between impulsive wants and true life needs. Number four, have a personal savings account and be building it constantly. That's what I call the savings barrel. And oftentimes I tell clients, hey, how are you doing your savings barrel? How much you got in there? Oh, I got 3,000. Great. Keep growing it towards 4 or 5 grand. How much you got? I got 15 grand. Great. Be looking to the 20 grand. How much you got? You get the point. So let's say you've got 5,000 in your savings, and let's say you're going down the road. Boom. Your 2 back tires pop. Get the tow truck. You go to the discount tire. How much for my 2 tires? Oh, sir, that's going to be $495. Great. I'll take them. Take the 500 out of the savings, patch up that financial hole, then move on and be rebuilding that barrel again to the 5,000. Talk about another scenario. One of your relatives falls down, busted ankle, go to the ER, deductible $1,500. No problem. Take the $1,500 out of the barrel, pay for that, move on, be rebuilding that barrel up to the $5,000 and so on. But you want to have that emergency savings barrel. Very, very needed. Number 5, do your shopping with your with cash or your debit card, but not with a credit card. And that trains your mind to always be in the discipline of cash, debit versus credit. Because credit always builds the, it's an inflated debt on top of debt because of the interest rates. It's a sickness upon a sickness. Versus debit card, it's healthy, clean, slice it, clean, and you don't get into debt overpaying with cash and with debit card. Number 6, if you have a credit card, pay it in full once a month. You know, it's amazing, but in this overall credit card industry, people who actually use the credit card and pay it once a month, they are known as a deadbeat. I understand that in the parenting sphere of single dads or single moms, but 90% of the time, single dads who don't pay the child support and a month or 3 or 6 or years go by, they're known as deadbeats in the in family law. But in the credit card industry, it's amazing. A deadbeat is someone who uses the credit card very wisely. You use it, you pay it off once a month, and you never allow the interest rates to chew out from what you owe. So be a deadbeat, have a credit card, but pay it fully once a month. Number 7, avoid transferring balances from one credit to another credit card. What's the wisdom behind avoiding the balance? If you got a credit card that is going and the balance is accumulating, what's the wisdom about transferring that balance into another credit card? The wisdom behind it is that all you're doing is you're switching the fat to another instrument, and the fat's still there. And then what happens is that sooner than later, it's going to catch up. You're going to owe interest on that. And then this other credit card, you're going to start building. And then what? You're going to take those two balances and take that fat of both of those into a third credit card? Use financial intelligence and do not transfer balances from one credit card to another. Deal with one. One is enough. If you cannot deal with one credit card, you've got no business dealing with 2 or with 3 or with 5 or even more. Blows me away. People I've seen over the years who've got dozens and dozens of credit cards. That's dozens and dozens of problems. That's dozens upon dozens upon dozens of fat upon financial fat upon financial fat. So avoid that. Number 8, any commission that you might get from your job, any extra overtime pay from working extra hours, grab that money right into your savings account. It's very easy to get the bonus or to get the pay. Woohoo! I got some extra income because I worked overtime. It's very easy to grab that and now let's go party, or let's go to the restaurant, or let's go to Disneyland. Which, by the way, Disneyland's tickets, have you seen the latest? Oh my gosh. The last I saw, I think it was $155 for an adult, $175. I mean, blows me away. It was like approaching almost $200. I remember when we went to our grad night, high school, 1981, grad night to Disneyland, $21. Wow. So if you get a bonus, avoid burning it up. If you get an extra commission check, take that baby right into the savings and be building those cash reserves. your savings barrel. Next on the list, number 10, be looking for good deals, negotiate prices down, find discounts, find coupons. Hey, look, no one said it was going to be easy managing everyday finances. But you got to be smart. And if you're going to be looking for the best deal, do your shopping around, be smart, do the exercise, go for the discount, and then when there's an opportunity for you to negotiate a price down, do it. Because you already have the no. I mean, the price is set, right? So that's that. If you don't even risk it, the no is still going to stay as a no. So if you got a no and you try to negotiate that price from $200 maybe down to $165, $170, take a shot at it. They may come back at you with, I can't quite do that, but I can do $190. That's your first pass, and then you just save $10. All I'm saying is be wise, be smart, be looking for the coupons, be looking for the discounts. The other day, my wife is very savvy as far as going into the getting some great deals at low discount stores. And she's like, hey, honey, I got to get some not the toothpicks, but the to clean the teeth. I got to get my, not the dental floss, but the little picks. So I'm like, okay, honey, are they any good? Yeah, they're incredible. Watch, let me show you. She got for $1.25, she got these awesome dental floss picks. And I've been using that. I'm like, honey, $1.25 works amazing. Instead of what I used to be paying, which was like $4.30 or $4.40, you want to be smart. Everything counts. Everything accumulates. Remember that he who gets wealthy is the one who keeps the money, not the one who's spending. Awesome. So then be looking for those good deals. Negotiate the price down. Find the discount. Find the coupons. Number 11, make changes in your financial behavior and constantly be talking to yourself. I have a lot of fun all the time in talking to myself. And I mean, it happened to me yesterday. Yesterday, I ate a lot of soups, a lot of salads, and I was like, man, I think I'm souped out. I think I'm salad out. What am I missing? What's my body missing? And I was like, it's been a while since I had a very nice bowl of fruit. And I know that I should get my papaya, I should get my watermelon, I should get my banana, I should get these different fruits that I love. The green cantaloupe, I love that one. I think they call it the Chinese green cantaloupe. And I love it with some yogurt, some honey. And I'm like, oh man, I just gotten out of the Bible study. It was getting dark. I hadn't had dinner. I'm like, man, 7:35. Oh, I got to get. So I said, oh, there's a fruit juices and fruit place over by 7-Eleven. This in Chula Vista Freeway, 805, and then off of the Telegraph Canyon Road, L Street off-ramp right there, next to the gas station. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in there. So I walk in. Hey, how much for your salads? Oh, we have two types. We have the small for $13 and the big one for $15. I was like, oh man, $13 for that small portion. I was like, I'll take the 15. And inside I started talking to myself, Arturo, what are you doing? Paying $15 for a salad. So I started like talking to myself. And, but man, I was super, super hungry, but I talked to myself. And then I was like, oh man, I went outside to refill my, my gallon jug. And I was like, man, there's not a place for me to fill it here. I got to go to the 7-Eleven and grab me. So for a couple bucks, I got me one, but I was like, could have saved about $1.50 on this water jug. Could have saved about $5 to $7 easy, maybe $8 in doing my own salad. Today I'm going to give myself a break. And I went on home and I had an amazing meal as far as an amazing dinner. and I ate the very, very last part of that salad. But I talked to myself, and I know I'm not going to be going to that fruit store every 2-3 days for a fruit salad. I'm not going to be getting a big jug for $2 plus for my gallon of water. I know that I'm going to be going for the best deal, 50 cents. You get that refill on that water jug, and I'm going to be making my own salad, taking my time, prepare ahead, because you know what? I'm not going to be falling. Even I know it's just little things like these, but there's a great principle that says that whenever you're faithful in the little, you'll be faithful in the much. And so I want you to be thinking about these principles and putting them into practice. Number one, have a budget for your home and personal expenses. Number two, track your expenses and save your receipts. Number three, make a distinction between impulsive wants and true life needs. Number four, have a personal savings account and constantly build it. Number five, do your shopping with cash or debit card, not with a credit card. Number six, if you have a credit card, pay it in full once a month. Number seven, avoid transferring balances from one credit card to another. Number eight, don't have more than one credit card. Of course, never have many cards. That's number eight. Number nine, any bonus that you might get, any commission, extra overtime pay from extra hours, deposit that into your savings account. Number 10, be looking for good deals. Negotiate prices down, find discounts, find coupons. Number 11, make changes in your behavior and constantly be talking to yourself. And finally, number 12, become a very caring, warning voice to others to help them avoid falling into debt. That's number 12. So you want to be someone who really cares for others and shows them the value of being financially savvy and wise. Again, he who gets wealthy is he or she who keeps the money. So don't let there be don't let your financial house be leaking. Imagine you being like a boat. You're out there rowing in the financial sea, and do not let different holes get poked into your boat, because then you'll start getting water coming into your boat, and very soon you're going to be drowning. So these are financial principles for your financial peace and for your financial strength. And that's it for today. I wanted to keep it under 20 minutes. Today, make it quick, snappy, simple. And so if you got something out of this podcast, click on that subscribe button so you might keep on having these, getting a lot of good out of these financial education lessons. And also, if you yourself have gotten into debt, if you know someone who's gotten into debt, leave me a comment or send me a text message at the number there on your screen, because we're all about literally making America financially healthy again. We're about helping people heal from the debt and get empowered financially once again. And that's it for today. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you during the next one. Take care. Bye-bye now.